Alright, so first time I've tried this here with my new favorite toy. Actually, it's not my new favorite toy. Probably the K1 is my new favorite toy. But I got bigger and better things coming. But anyway, excuse me. So my FLIR camera here. You can see it just clips on your phone. And so I have it set to tell me the hotspot, the hottest, so 35, and it says it's at 34, 35, so that's pretty close, or at least they're close to each other. I kind of wish the text was a little bit bigger. It also gives you the coldest spot. Where's the coldest spot? This is coldest spot's kind of bouncing around, and that's optional. You can turn those on or off. Oh, I was like, what happened? Let's see what the nozzle's doing. It says 182 at the nozzle. Alright, so it heated the nozzle up to 180. So it's saying it's 130. That's interesting. But I'm sure it's 180 in the melt zone. So the outside of it is 130, so I guess that's not a big surprise. That's interesting. You can see how this camera, it sort of sketches in the shape, because if you didn't see, it's like a little bit like ghosted outline. You can see it's a little bit offset because it's two cameras. There's an optical camera and there's an IR camera, infrared camera, and it superimposes them. So the further away I get, theoretically, the ghosted sketch will get closer to the thermal info. I should plug in my headset. Alright, hopefully the audio is better now. Where are we? So right now it says it's at 203, it's going for 180, and the bed is at 63 going to 100. So it's tough to tell. I mean, you have the color scale on the side. I'm pretty new to this. I'm familiar with sort of those color scales, but it is tricky. I could actually add a spot right in the middle, I guess. How do I do that? Tap on this plus icon. Okay. And sorry, you can't see this because I'm hitting it with my. So now I should have a spot right in the middle. Yeah. So now, actually, I think I can do two more. I think I can do 3 spots plus the high and the low. So now I should have 3 spots. Yeah. So if I go to here, so now we have 3 spots. Interesting. We're looking at the various electronics underneath, evidently. It's kind of like X-ray vision. Like I had no idea what was under that, to be honest. And now I look and I'm like, okay, there's obviously some electronics back down there. And so it looks like 4 screws potentially mounting it. Those are hotter or colder. I think they're hotter. Yeah. So that's the hotspot, 35C. But anyway, so what are we at? We're at 180 and 76 going for 100. And does that corroborate? So 120-ish at the nozzle. Again, because it's the outside of the nozzle. Oh, can you see that? It's the outside of the nozzle, not the inside at the melt zone. So it's going to be hotter inside. And various places across the bed, 75, 77, 75. So not a big surprise, not entirely uniform across the bed because it's, oh, okay, maybe you couldn't see that, sorry. I'm looking at 2 displays here and I'm trying to coordinate them. I'm trying to aim everything at once here, so bear with me. But, so at the bed they're all pretty close. But you can see the color variation. So the white is hotter, and the purple is colder, and the red is in the middle. You can see by the scale there. Oh, and it tells me the low and the high. So 22, 22.6, 22.9, and 85. But that's because the nozzle is sort of invisible right now, I think. Like if I do that, then it goes up. No, I guess that's weird. Why is it saying the max is 87? But here it's saying 120. And why is it saying minus 120? It's a little bit odd. I don't know why I would say minus 120. I'm sure that's not minus. I'm sure that's 120. So the bed is at 80-ish. What's it going for? Oh, the bed's at... Okay, so it says the bed here. It says 90. The timer on my camera got me again, so I don't know how much I missed of that. I'm sure I've flapped my gums a lot and it didn't get recorded. But I just kind of wanted to see what this looks like. So that you can see, like I say, it's drawing in a ghosted outline, so you can, just to give you a better reference as far as what it's reading. But so basically, it's saying the bed. As far as I look at when the guide rods pass by, when the gantry rod passes by, the rods are so much cooler. It drops down to whatever 40, 30 degrees, and then it goes back to. So it shows you the responsiveness of the camera. So that's kind of cool, of the IR. But so this is 98, 100, 100, 101. So it's interesting to see the uniformity of the bed. It's sort of plus or minus a degree or two across it, basically. Like over in this corner here. It's so hard to aim two cameras. It's funny. Whoa. This seems to be a little bit of a... Oh, so it's tricky because if I just tilt it... This is tricky to run two things in 3D space here. Alright, so on the tab here, it's 85. But that's at the tab. So that's 97. This thing is very responsive. You see how quick it goes back and forth from when the gantry goes by. But anyway, this thing is really cool, and I just wanted to share it a little bit. Not a great benefit out of it right now, other than it's just interesting to see. But I've always wondered. I've tried to use my infrared heat gun, and it's just you don't know exactly what you're pointing at, and it seems to be inaccurate. But this sort of corroborates that. Again, when it says it's 260 degrees, that's inside the nozzle, inside the heat block. That's not the external surface. So it just shows you how heat transfer sort of works. It's nothing is a uniform temperature all the way across. It's always a gradient. And so I bought this. Partly just because it's going to make cool videos, but primarily I've wanted one for a long time, just to confirm temperatures. To know if things are really at the temperatures that you think they're at. So anyway, I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like and share and subscribe. And comment if you have any questions, requests, whatever. Let me know in the comments. I look forward to interacting on a technical level with anybody interested in this kind of stuff. Happy printing.